This is the Civilization 4 NLL. Hello and welcome to the Noble Leaders League. This is the last day of the 5th round of fixtures. We have the last games from the 2nd and the 1st divisions, and we start in the 2nd division as usual. Hatshepsut receives Suryavarman II. Hatshepsut is number 9 with 4 points after 2 wins and 2 losses in the first 4 games. Suryavarman is in first with 8 points after 4 wins. Both of these two leaders won a Diplo in round 4. Both were behind in the score when they did. Hatshepsut at home to Roosevelt and Suryavarman while visiting Louis XIV. Now, let's take a look at the map. Oh my. Starting positions, Hatshepsut is here. She is at the southeastern part of the huge continent that is in the middle towards the east of the map, and she starts with next to 2 crabs, 2 fishes, some clams, there are pigs up there, and there is copper. And across the way on the other side, on the northwestern side, we find a starting position of Suryavarman. He is next to a lot of jungles, but there are rivers, there is rice, spices, cows, pigs, and some uranium, and a lot of good green lands once he gets rid of the jungle. Also a lot of green around on the edges, so it's going to be interesting to see who is the better one at expansion here, because that could be important. Let's see if Hatshepsut can be the first to take a point off from Suryavarman or not. We have Hatshepsut versus Suryavarman II, 1 city each, and Suryavarman is already really unhappy with Hatshepsut. They are in different religions, with Hatshepsut in Hinduism, Suryavarman in Buddhism. They have 2 cities each at the moment, so let's see who gets the first up to 3 cities. That was Suryavarman II of Khmer. Hatshepsut is a little bit weaker than Suryavarman as well. 5 cities for Suri before Hatshepsut has her 4th. So Suryavarman had a 2 city advantage for a moment there, but Hatshepsut has equaled it, and now Hatshepsut is up to 6. She has the advantage. She is going straight west while Suryavarman is taking... Oh, she is settling forward into the desert. That is an aggressive settle, especially since Suryavarman is displeased. He is angry, and now he's up to cautious actually. So there's that. 8 cities, Hatshepsut, 7 Suryavarman. We are at turn 170. 8 cities each. Suryavarman is cautious, they have touching borders, but there is still plenty of land to settle, and Hatshepsut up to 9 cities now. I think she has done well in the opening stages of the game. Getting up, and music is going on for both of them. Suryavarman is getting on to his military attacks. Machinery next. Hatshepsut is on philosophy. Guilds for Suryavarman. Hatshepsut is up to 12 cities now. Suryavarman with 10. There hasn't been a war yet, but 12 cities each now. Suryavarman is up equal, and machinery for Hatshepsut. Suryavarman going compass and engineering. And Hatshepsut also on engineering, by the way. 15 cities Suryavarman now. The Khmer has taken the lead in the city count again. 15 to 14 now. Hatshepsut is up to 14, and Suryavarman is going towards astronomy. Hatshepsut is 0.8 the strength of Suryavarman as well, so she is a little bit weaker. 0.7 Suryavarman may be building up for a war here now, because Hatshepsut is growing weaker. 0.7 the strength now, and she is on guilds though. Suryavarman on paper, but Suryavarman has astronomy, so he can go into the new world to see. Hatshepsut is on banking, 14 cities, Suryavarman up to 16. Let's take a look at to see when the Khmer leader expands into the new world with another city build. 15 cities for Hatshepsut, and there Suryavarman settles in the new world in the west, up to 18 cities now, both in the one little continent connected to the Arctic and the one that is in the west. and 18 cities to 15. We have the war, by the way. And how could I miss the war decoration? I was looking at the minimap and suddenly we have the war. And 14 cities left for Hatshepsut. She just lost a city there. She had 15. Suryavarman going for liberalism. 20 cities to 14, and Suri was first to liberalism, I believe. Going for divine right now, Hatshepsut, while Suryavarman goes towards constitution, is it? Hatshepsut on calendar for a turn. She has 14 cities up to 15 cities now. Optics next, and some economics for Suryavarman then. Astronomy 9 for Hatshepsut. She has 15 cities. The game is not over yet, but Suryavarman is in a very good position. 21 cities to 15, and Suryavarman goes for gunpowder, gets that, going for chemistry next. Hatshepsut is on astronomy, turn 296, almost at turn 315 cities for Hatshepsut, 21 for Suryavarman. Hatshepsut is actually 1.1 times as strong as Suryavarman, 1.0, so she is back up to equal strength. That is going for education, 15 cities. Hatshepsut, Suryavarman is on 22 cities. I think that Suryavarman is focusing something on expansion as well and building cities overseas, and that's why Hatshepsut has been able to keep up militarily in military power. But now maybe Suryavarman is starting to think about building military units again, or maybe he's winning them in the war. Hatshepsut is down to 0.9 the strength. Still 15 cities for Hatshepsut though, against Suryavarman's 23. Suryavarman is going for the democracy, and there is the peace treaty, Egypt. Hatshepsut going for economics, Suryavarman going for democracy. Hatshepsut is 0.9 the strength, going for corporations next. 15 cities for Hatshepsut, 23 for Suryavarman. We are at turn 315, and let's see what they can do until the peace treaty runs out, and what will happen then. 15 cities for Hatshepsut, 24 for Suryavarman. He has the advantage in number of cities. Going for the communism, Hatshepsut is on printing press and getting that. Then on to the democracy. 15 cities, 24 for Suryavarman. The peace treaty is no longer in effect, and Suryavarman is angry at Hatshepsut, so it's only a matter of time, I believe. Suryavarman must be building units because Hatshepsut is suddenly down to 0.8, 0.7 the strength of the Khmer leader again. She gets gunpowder at least, but replaceable parts for Suryavarman now. And 26 cities to 15, and Hatshepsut goes scientific method next. Turn 330. Still no second war, but Suryavarman is on rifling, and that could be the tech he has been waiting for. Hatshepsut goes physics, but she is 0.7 the strength of Suryavarman, and I fear that Suryavarman is building up for an attack right now. Especially once he gets rifling, he should be able to upgrade his troops. 27 cities to 15, we are at turn 335. And Suryavarman probably in anarchy for a turn or two, while Hatshepsut is going Hatshepsut is going culture. Hatshepsut is going culture. She has stopped teching. She are at 15 cities versus Suryavarman's 28, and she is only 0.7 the strength of the Khmer leader, and she is going culture. And it looks like this is not what she should have been doing, because Suryavarman is guaranteed to attack her sooner or later here, I think. But I don't know how close Hatshepsut is to a cultural victory, how close her third city is, I don't know. She's getting only 1600 points per turn, 1700 per turn, so that is a little bit too little, I fear, but turn 346 at the moment, 347. But is Suryavarman also trying to go for culture? He doesn't tech physics particularly fast. Hatshepsut is down to 0.6 the strength of Suryavarman. Suryavarman with 28 cities to 15. I think if Suryavarman attacked, he would win this now. But Hatshepsut is going culture. But the question is Suryavarman also going culture? Hatshepsut now 22. Oh no, she is taking liberalism. Okay, she's getting that, and Suryavarman, and we are in war, by the way. I just realized that we have the next war. That is but Hatshepsut is still trying to. No, she's taking military tradition first. She wants that one. Suryavarman goes for steal. Hatshepsut is down to 0.5 the strength of Suryavarman. Still 15 cities though. 14 cities now. Hatshepsut, she has started to break. Still 0.5 the strength. Suryavarman is going for steal, so he's going to get cannons. Hatshepsut gets chemistry. She has stopped going for the cultural victory. Well, now she's back to culture for a turn, but that was only one turn. She is getting her military science, and I think that is the right call if she wants to hold on, but it's very long left of the game. Turn 369 now, 14 cities left. I don't think that she can hold even if she tries. One turn in culture again before going for steal. I don't think that she should do that. If she wants to go for military, she shouldn't take those turns in between to go for culture, but she still has 14 cities though, and she is getting cannons herself. Still on 0.5 the strength of Suryavarman, then oh, now down to 0.4. She must have lost some units there. Now she is on biology, and now she is going full out on culture. Can she do that before she loses her 3 legendary cities? Suryavarman the second, he is stronger than Hatshepsut, 2.5 times as strong, going for electricity. He is taking 32 cities to 12 now for Hatshepsut. 12 cities left. We are at turn 381, and she's only getting about 1400 culture points per turn. I think that is a little bit too little. 11 cities left for Hatshepsut now. This is a Suryavarman domination in the cards. I don't know how close he is when it comes to land yet. We'll have to wait and see. 11 cities for Hatshepsut. How close is Suryavarman to the domination threshold, and how close is Hatshepsut to her cultural attempt? She is trying her best. It's not going to be enough, is it now? Maybe it is, maybe not. I don't know. It's going to be exciting. We are at turn 389. It is getting into late game, so it is the possibility for a cultural victory here for Hatshepsut. She may have built up enough, but she is down to 10 cities now, and they are falling fast. Suryavarman may be really close to domination now. Hatshepsut needs to hold out for just a little bit longer. I don't think she is going to be capable of doing it, but she still is in this game. Turn 395, 10 cities left for Hatshepsut. Suryavarman, he is attacking. He is now 5 times as strong as Hatshepsut. Hatshepsut is down to 0.2. 10 cities left for Egypt, 10 cities, and Suryavarman on 34, going to get radio, and he is attacking, and he has a golden age, and we are closing in on turn 400. 8 cities for Hatshepsut, that must be it. 7 cities now, and there it is. Domination has been reached. Suryavarman has broken her down in the end. Turn 401, 1981 for a domination and a 5th consecutive win from the start of the season. Congratulations, Suryavarman the second. Suryavarman attacked both times the 2 wars in this game. He won both of them. And once he started attacking, there was only one outcome that was going to be the end of this game, and that was a domination victory for Suryavarman II. He was attacking from a position of strength, and he is a very capable commander, so this was easy in the end for Suryavarman II. Let's take a look at the statistics. This is the graphs. We see he is number 1 in score. In GNP, it was actually Hatshepsut, but she tried here for a cultural victory. That is why she is top here. Manufacturing, yeah, we see they were pretty even until they were not even anymore. Food was Suryavarman's. Power was even in 1860, but Suryavarman went ahead after that. Culture, that was the attempt of Hatshepsut to win the game. She failed. Espionage, that is Suryavarman's. Let's look at the demographics then. Hatshepsut's numbers, Suryavarman's numbers. Suryavarman ended the game with 68.4 million in population, 7.6 million for Hatshepsut. And we see the numbers are clearly better for Suryavarman here, so congratulations, good production, good food, everything looks good. The wonders, let's go take a look at the bottom first to see that Stonehenge is the only BC wonder in 850 BC for the Khmer, and let's go back to the top. Suryavarman with the 2 top cities, Hatshepsut with the 3rd, before Suryavarman has the 4th, Hatshepsut the 5th and the 6th on the list. Statistics, Hatshepsut built 16 cities, 5 religions founded, 1 golden age. Currently she has 22 towns, 13 mines and 11 windmills in her empire. She built 18 granaries and then 14 barracks and theaters, and you see the list down to 5 Christian monasteries. Let's go page down. Here is the start of the wonders, hanging gardens. Yeah, probably that, and page down again. Spiral Minaret, Hagia Sophia, Apostolic Palace, Sistine Chapel. Yeah, Sistine Chapel. That was probably why she was trying for culture. Current units for Hatshepsut: 22 musketmen, 18 longbowmen, 17 grenadiers, 16 knights, and down to 1 war chariot. She trained a total of 74 knights, 50 workboats, 42 archers, and 41 catapults, down to 10 war chariots we see there, page down, and 1 swordsman at the bottom of the list. Her kills are 21 cavalries, 18 ballista elephants, 17 riflemen, and down to 2 cannons. Her losses, however, 43 knights, 35 catapults, 33 longbowmen, and you see the list goes on all the way down to 3 workers. Suryavarman II then built 28 cities, 2 religions founded, 3 golden ages, currently with 59 windmills, 59 towns, and 46 workshops in his empire. He built a total of 32 granaries, 28 barracks, 24 forges, and we see down to 3 coal plants. Let's go page down. Here begins the wonders: Versailles, Parthenon, Great Lighthouse, Colossus, Great Library, Stonehenge, Mausoleum of Mausolus, Temple of Artemis is there as well. Page down, and we see the last of the list, with a Buddhist monastery at the bottom. A Statue of Liberty is here. Taj Mahal is here, worth mentioning, and the pyramids. Go to the top and see the current units for the Khmer leader then. 135 cavalries, 72 infantries, 135 infantries, 72 cavalries, 36 workers, 19 riflemen, down to 1 caravel at the bottom there. You trained a total of 54 longbowmen, 50 cavalries, 39 workers, down to 8 Jewish missionaries, page down, and we see at the bottom there is 1 transport. Let's confirm the kills: 43 knights, 35 catapults, 33 longbowmen, down to 3 workers, and the losses: 21 cavalry, 18 ballista elephants, 17 riflemen, down to 2 cannons. Let's then take a look at the victory condition screen here. 74.00% exactly for Suryavarman II in land area, which means domination was reached. The cultural attempt was a poor one. Here it seems. Thebes with 49. Well, she may have lost a couple of her cultural cities though. I think Thebes was one of them though. So 49 turns left for Thebes is a long way anyway. No Apollo programs, Apostolic Palace by Hatshepsut, and this is basically it. Let's look at the cities. She has 7 cities left. Sort by population. Heliopolis 19, Edfu 14, Buto 12. They are relatively happy with the exception of Memphis. They are unhealthy, very low health. Food is, well, decent in Heliopolis and some other, but they are shrinking. Base commerce, good for what they are, and we see here the production. Yeah, some units, an intelligence agency in Heliopolis, but apart from that, only units. Let's go and take a look at Suryavarman's 37 cities then. And here we are with Suryavarman. Let's sort by population. Let's go to the top and see that Hariharalaya 21 pop, Lavu 20, Yasudarapura 19, Lingapura also 19, and that's Mahendraparvata. I have not pronounced that one before. Yeah, a good happiness, apart from the 2 cities here. Relatively good health, apart from a few cities as well. Food with 40 plus for a lot of them, and then upper 30s. Very good, really, in that empire. Base commerce 85, 97 in Yasudarapura here, 84, 76, 75. A lot of good, 84 here in that city, 77 in Angkor. So a lot of good numbers here, and production is also very good. Rock and roll for 107 in Phimai, Pentagon for 85 in Mahendraparvata, and we see factories and a lot of buildings and just a few units. List size 11 pop is at the bottom here. Let's go to the bottom of the list then. List 11, there is List. Prerup, and those below are on page 2, and you see what he builds there. Spoiler alert, results and updated league tables follows after this screen. The final updated league tables show Hatshepsut number 12 with 4 points and negative 20 score turn difference. Suryavarman II still number 1, 10 points, positive 49, and this was it for the 2nd division. The last game is on a little bit later today. That is in the 1st division between top of the league Asuka and Saladin. So let's I hope to see you back then. In a few minutes. I am Kjotleik. This has been the Noble Leaders League. Welcome back in just a few minutes for the last game in the 1st division.